Deep in the heart of Whispering Wood, there was a lively bunch of frogs who loved to play in the dappled sunlight. They hopped from mossy stone to hollow log, their laughter bubbling up like fresh spring water. Each frog had its own special hop, but none quite as quirky as Tippy, the tiniest frog, and Bumble, the jolliest. One splendid morning, the frogs were playing leapfrog with extra zest, their green limbs flashing through the undergrowth. Bumble made a grand leap, and Tippy tried to copy his twist, but instead of landing neatly, thump, thud. Both frogs disappeared into a hidden pit, covered beneath layers of crinkly golden leaves. The other frogs froze, then hurried to the edge. They peered down into the gloom and saw their friends far below. Panic swept the group as whispers turned to worries. "Oh no, it's so deep," croaked Mottle. "They'll never climb out," squeaked Pip. Inside the pit, Tippy and Bumble stared upwards. Tall walls, slick with mud and tangled roots, rose around them like a fortress. It looked impossible, but Tippy's eyes sparkled. She nudged Bumble and whispered, "We must try." Bumble nodded, gathering his courage like he gathered raindrops after a storm. Together they bent their legs and leapt, hoping to grab the crumbling edge. Instead of cheers, the air was filled with worried croaks from above. "You'll only hurt yourselves. There's no hope." The words fluttered down, heavy as stones. Bumble felt his heart droop. Every shout made his legs wobble and his spirit shrink, until his brave croak faded to a whisper. Tired and sad, Bumble lay down in the dirt, eyes closed, dreams of escape melting away. Tippy called out, but Bumble didn't stir. Tippy looked up, her resolve hardening like the shell of a pond snail. The words from the others blended together, but in her ears they sounded like a cheer. "Go, Tippy! Don't stop!" she told herself. And so Tippy bent her tiny legs again and jumped. Higher. And higher. Every leap grew bolder. The frogs above grew louder, believing they must stop her from hurting herself. Yet Tippy clung to the idea that, somehow, everyone was pushing her upwards. With one last giant spring, boing! Tippy soared to the rim. Leaves scattered as she landed beside her wide-eyed friends, chest puffed out with pride. The frogs swarmed her, amazed. "How did you do it?" asked Spotty. "Didn't our words wear you out?" asked Flick. Tippy blinked, her smile bright as morning. "Oh, I'm a little hard of hearing," she confessed. "I thought you were shouting for me to go on." The frogs grew quiet, each feeling a prickle of shame. Their words had nearly stopped Bumble and Tippy, yet Tippy's hope turned them into cheers. From then on, in Whispering Wood, every frog tried to say something kind, especially when times were tough. Because the words you choose can be a helping hand or a weight on someone's back. Be the frog who lifts, not the frog who lets others fall. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.